Let's get rolling. It is Monday. It is 1 p.m. East Coast time. Time for the Monday message. Time to chat with everybody. I have been so excited about getting to chat with everybody today. We had a massive week to wind out the month. And the crazy thing is, that's on top of July being our biggest month in a long time. I don't know how far back, but way back. It's crazy. Massive record month. Then we come in the last week of the month with a massive week of submit. That means August is off to a shotgun, missile, whatever you want to call it, start. And then to this morning we get on the dial jam on Zoom, and people just lighten it up. Crane is on fire. Oh my gosh. So there's so much to be excited about. You know, this Monday, Thursday, making those our chief dial days, running 20 appointments Tuesday, Wednesday, 20 appointments Friday, Saturday. That 40 appointment week, more and more people are doing it. It's happening all over. So fired up about that. Fired up about the way that people are adapting and just rolling right with it. So that's the plan. All right, we're going to roll with it. That tells you a lot about the leadership on a team. How does a team move? How quick do they move and change? How quick do they move when it comes to time to do this? Well, let's move this way. Let's do that. This team is rocking, man. So proud of so many of you guys. We got new people hitting it. So proud of got a new direct all the way out in Hawaii. Sammy Chase wrote her first 3 apps this weekend with the assist from Mimi Ramiro. Mimi, thank you. It's awesome. I love the way this team works. We're out here on the East Coast. We got people in Hawaii writing business, and Mimi says, I'm almost there. I'll help. And just awesome. So massive week. Got a lot of stuff I want to chat about. Got some guests on. And then I want to get back to what I was going to share last week until Tawny Carey just absolutely went lights out on the call. By the way, Tawny did want me to pass along to everybody how impressed she was with our team, with the gratitude coming back at her, all the messages she got, all the kind words she got, and people that made changes. And I told you, that's the thanks that a leader wants. Don't get me wrong, leaders love thank you cards just like anybody else. But what really gets a leader going is when someone makes a quick application, quick turn, and applies what you teach. That gets people like me and Andy fired up out of our minds. So way to go last week, guys, with the gratitude. Tawny was blown away. And of course she blew us away on our call too. There were some people like, is Tawny always that feisty? I'm like, yeah, she just normally just bottles it up a little more, but she is feisty and firing. I love it. You know what I'm saying? It takes fire to do anything worth doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, show me someone that's got a great family life. I'll show you someone that is fired up about family, that's fired up about doing things the right way, that's fired up about being the best possible spouse, that's fired up about being the best possible parent they can be. And they're extreme. I'm telling you, anybody that does anything worth doing is extreme. They don't dilly-dally. They don't muddle in just them. They are extreme in the way they do things. And that's what you saw last week. And I'll be looking to see a lot more of that coming out of Tawny. They made over $80,000 in commissions last month. They are on a tear. So we caught her at just the right time. And that call is on our YouTube page if you want to go ahead and check it out. Listen to it again. I might listen to it before I work out tomorrow just to get me nice and angry. I love it. Today's call is going to be a little bit shorter because Andy has started doing a Zoom. Andy's restructuring the way he's using his time to get more targeted and more focused. So I know he's doing the same thing with the other base shop. So in my base shop, he asked me to isolate my top 4 leaders and get them into a Zoom with him at 2 o'clock. So we've got to get over to that. So we will end this call a little bit earlier today. You say, wait, I didn't get my invite. No, I wanted to invite everybody, but I had to pick 4 and I had to do it based on the numbers. So how do you get in? Numbers, man. Numbers be the numbers. The numbers be the numbers. We are not equal, but we are crazy fair. Crazy fair. All right, speaking of the numbers, let's get into the numbers from last week. Y'all got to hear this. Imagine writing $22,000 in business over 28 apps and being number 2 for the week. That's what's going on. That's what's happening. That is what's happening. All right, let's get going. All producers over 1,000. We're going to start with Lenoris, Washington, $1,091.04. Terry Perkins, $1,106.40. Chris Callis, $1,167.87. Doug Schaefer, $1,266.84. Carlita Oaks, $1,450.44. Sue Amity, if I'm not saying your last name right, please text me a pronunciation key. I want to get your name right. $1,477.92. Aaron Freeland, $1,668.84. Kim Diaz, $2,176.52. I got Carlita Oaks on here twice. That must be a mistake. So I'll find out who number 20 was last week at $1,810.68. We will get you some recognition next week. Let me make a note of that because one of those is incorrect because unless there's two people named Carlita Oaks and they both produced last week, which that would be an awesome thing to find out. Here we are. All right, Kim Diaz, $2,176.52. Diana Castile, $2,211.96. Gustavo Mercedes Terran, $2,327.52. Brittany Martin, $2,345.02. Noel Wilson, $2,566.92. Austin Heater, $2,707.32. Kyle Fawcett, $3,113. Evan Fawcett, now it is two Fawcett. We got the two Fawcett brothers, $3,500. Sean Quigley, $3,536.26. Max Thompson, one of my new directs out there in Arkansas, $3,600. Mimi Ramiro, $4,849.32. Nicole McConico, $5,087.64. Evan Patzer, $5,793.36. Sabrina Floyd, $7,700.16. Randy Schroeder, $8,800. One of my directs here is Charlotte, man. Fired up about you, Randy. Mark and Shannon Hutchison, number 4, $12,819.96. That used to be good enough to secure number 1 on just about any week, man. But this team has picked up the 40 appointment mentality. I just love it. Number 3 last week, Jeremico Edwards, $16,423.20. That was good for number 7 in the whole alliance, number 3 with us. Number 2 with us last week, Billy Crane, $22,221.24, over 28 applications. That is work, brother. I'm so proud. Good for number 3 in the alliance last week. And number 1 last week in the entire country, Brandon and Ashley Beal, $100,587.50. Number 1 with us, good for number 1 in the country. Way to go, Brandon and Ashley Beal. Hey, Brandon, I know we were texting earlier, dude. I am so proud of you, man. I'm watching you steady, and me and Andy were talking about it. Me and Andy were talking about you too. Steady popping in those apps, man. And Brandon is going to be joining us next week on the Monday message. He was going to be traveling, so I wanted to postpone till next week and have him on. I'm going to talk about IULs. We know that he writes some massive IULs, but you should see the steady stream going in. Just steady stream writing IULs every week. Brandon, I'm so proud of you and Ashley, man. I can't wait to hear what you have to say next week on the Monday message. All right, let's get going. Let me get you talking. Let me get some of my friends talking. Too much Red Bull this morning. Let me get some of my friends talking. First off, I'm gonna turn the call over for just a second, just a little bit, or not just a little bit, but just a second to Evan Patzer, man. Evan just hit agency manager, so he is becoming one of the big time players in the alliance. So proud of it. Jeremico Edwards just hit agency manager as well. But Evan Patzer, he's went and found him another Evan. You know, I always tell people, try and recruit people just like you. And Evan Patzer takes it serious. He even looks for people with the same name. So he's got his own Evan now. I've been trying to find my own Steven for forever, and I can't find one. So I can't find one that'll work anyway. I have found 3 over my 20 years, but none of them too interested in putting in work. I guess I used up all the work ethics for the Stevens. But brother, I'm so proud of you going to agency manager. I love what you got going on your team. Evan is going to be on the Dial Jam later. So we picked the Dial Jam back up at 2:30. Is that when you're starting back up?
Yeah, I'll be able to light it back up at 2:30. Yep.
All right. I'll have it loaded at 2 o'clock. So if anybody wants to jump on ahead of time, just jump on and start working. And I love it putting the cameras up so we can see you working. It's powerful. Just the connectivity, I'm telling you. So put your camera on. We are a non-judgmental team. Your hair can be crazy, whatever, man. It's all good. We are not a judgmental group. All right, so Evan, I'm going to turn it over to you for a little bit. I want you to talk a little bit about going agency manager. We'll get Jeremico on next week, talk about going agency manager as well. And just, I love that story, dude. When we were texting and you told me what happened, it's a perfect example of how to do this. It's a perfect example of how to start strong, start fast. So, brother, I'm going to mute out and take some notes while you're talking and while you get Evan Fawcett on, brother.
Alrighty, perfect. Well, thank you so much, Stephen. I appreciate you having me on and offering me to be on the Monday Message again. It's always an honor and privilege to share this call with you and share some of the stories and successes that we've been having in our agency over the past several months. I'll be honest, like I said, Stephen, and to everybody else, I called Stephen, I think it was like on Friday or Saturday, and I just was like, hey, man, looks like we hit agency manager. And it kind of felt unreal because I've been striving for that for so long, but it wasn't surprising either. But I wasn't necessarily expecting it to happen that way. And what I mean by that is, like, really, I've just been putting my head down and trying to copy as many of the basics that we've been taught since from the beginning and implement that with the team to do the same thing. And, you know, obviously I have to say that everybody's striving and being friendly but competitive to reach those 40 appointments a week and everybody being on the same page. I think it has been a huge thing. And getting people to get excited about committing to a schedule and an activity level. And it's just crazy, man. And I'm super grateful and excited. We're looking forward to hitting it next month for sure as well. So to be a qualified agency manager, it's really just copying the system and keeping it basic. Now, what I want to brag on a little bit more is not myself, because it definitely has nothing to do with me and everything to do with the team, right? And so really agency manager is a reflection on how well the team is doing, not me. And I just want to give gratitude to the team for fighting and sticking after it. But one person that I wanted to showcase as an example today is my other buddy, Evan Fawcett, Kyle Fawcett's brother. And he just got started with us. Evan, are you on here?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Alrighty, buddy. Can we see your awesome face? Did you look
Hey.
exactly like your brother? It's weird. So Evan just got started with us. Kyle hired him. He got fired up, jazzed up to join the team. Well, if we backtrack to like last week, Evan went out, booked several appointments for his first week in the field. And one thing I really admire about Evan is that he's scared just like everybody else. He's nervous. He doesn't know everything. And this is something I've been trying to tell people for a long time. I said, listen, it doesn't matter how much you know or how scared or nervous you are, because we're all like that, especially in the beginning. But one thing I respect about him is his ability to just do exactly as we ask him, because we've got a system and that system works. So one thing that Evan did that was really noteworthy is he went out to his first appointment, and honestly, he was just a mess, like as far as how to go about the day. But he remembered that as soon as he, as soon as he started talking to the gentleman he was sitting with, he's like, I just got to give my higher management a call and just hand it off. And so he did that, and he had built a rapport. The guy liked him, key thing. But once he just followed back up, you could tell he was scared. But because he used the system and did exactly as he was told, he was able to walk away with a $70,000 check in his hand the very next day from that same guy, and is going back today to help out the daughter with either an annuity or an IUL, very first appointment. And so we're really excited about that story, because it's all about just not knowing. You don't need to know everything, but if you can just follow some simple set of instructions, you can go out there and have success right away. So if you're new, you just copy what management's telling you, and you're going to increase your chances of success a lot faster. But Evan, in your opinion, how has your first week been, and tell everybody a little bit about yourself and just a quick little bit, like high level, and what you took away from this first week.
Yeah. So my name's Evan, everyone. Just so you know, hey. My first week has been just absolutely crazy. It's I went to Fayetteville, and I live in Charlotte, so it's about 2.5 hours away. And I just kind of made like a little business trip out of it. Called all the leads and literally just followed the script. I got it right here. Just followed the script for it. And I booked about 9 appointments my first day and 6 appointments the next day. And, all of them didn't sit or anything, but I went to that first appointment, and like I said, I had bullets of sweat just dripping. And I was just having a regular conversation with him, and I didn't know what to do. So I just pulled the green sheet out. And basically, once I got through a little bit of it, I just called you at that point and just followed exactly what you said. And it worked out.
Boom, that easy. Literally first appointment ever off of a lead, doesn't know this guy. Didn't have to really know anything, but just show up. And kudos to you for getting out of your comfort zone. Your first week in the field, going out a couple hours away when you knew there was a harvest and people for you to really get down with. Definitely respect you for that. So we just wanted to showcase that, man. We're super proud of you, and we admire your ability to just follow simple instructions. So
Appreciate
thanks
that.
for hopping on, dude.
Yeah, I did want to thank a couple people, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
Brant Swindell, he did like a really good job on that Alliance University. I tried to copy as much of that as possible. Kyle for buying the leads, you for helping me out when I was there. Ed for telling me to just follow the system and it'll work. Before I even started, he told me follow the system. I want to thank Chris as well, because he was there to just kind of go in detail about it. And of course, God, I want to thank God because he just helped me out. I prayed about it and just worked.
That's awesome, bro. I love your heart, man. You're a young leader. How old are you? 20?
I'm 20, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
I've been a
incredible.
salesperson for about 2 years. I did it right out of high school. But yeah, this is all new for me.
Awesome, bro. Well, we're super excited for you. We know you're going to land something big later today too. So, but Steven, we'll give the call back to you, man. We don't want to hog all this time here. Thank you for allowing us to share. And we're excited as a team. We've got a lot of momentum. We're really, really pushing for bigger and better months to come.
Appreciate
Absolutely,
it,
bro. And way to go, Evan Fawcett, dude. You're going to do big things with us. I love that you're 20 and you've been in sales for 2 years, man. That's awesome. Reminds me of me. That's I pretty much left high school, got out of high school and got an insurance license. So I think Evan, we make an executive decision that we get Evan Fawcett to $1 million a year income before he turns 23. I think so.
I think we definitely got to do that. It's a no-brainer right there.
Let's do it, man. I'm all game for it.
My record in the Alliance has got to go down at some point. Might as well be this. Might as well be now. Right? Might as well be now.
Yeah, you might as well get the double team Evan. So
there you go. I love it. Awesome, man. Proud of you, dude. And it's one of those. I love stories like that because it's what we do is so duplicatable. What we do is it's not complicated. Like I was talking to a new direct last week, and I said, look, if you just give me your ears and your heart, we'll get you successful. It's not complicated. It's hard work. Don't get me wrong. You'll be nervous, just like Evan said he was, just like we all were. But if you just give us your ear and your heart, we'll get you successful. We've been doing it over and over and over again. So way to go, Evan and Evan. All right, let's go. I want to go to another Fawcett. Let's go to Kyle Fawcett. Dude, he texted me last Thursday, and I was like, that's awesome. That's awesome because I love watching people make progress. You know what I'm saying? And when somebody is measuring it and dedicated to making progress, that gets me so fired up. So when I got that text, like, we got to share this with everybody. He texted me. He had a new record to get into his 20 appointments. Kyle's been on Monday, booked Tuesday, Wednesday full. He's out there in the field now. Thursday, booked Friday and Saturday full, 40 appointments a week. So his record on Thursday to 20 appointments was, well, I'll let you tell your story, brother, but I'm gonna turn it over to you for just a few minutes and tell us what happened, man. Tell us what you learned, any tips you picked up, anything like that. All right, brother.
All right, Fawcett brothers are taking over, Steven. You have no idea what's coming. I just drove through a hurricane. I'm out here in Charlotte area, and last week when we talked, or 2 weeks ago on the Monday message, I was telling you, we're going to write some annuities. I don't know when it's going to be or how much they're going to be, but we're going to write an annuity. And it's just so awesome that my little brother beat me to it. He got a $70K annuity in, but I just left an appointment with a $10,000 annuity check. So I'm just fired up because what I said I was going to do, I did it. And I'm not that happy about the money. The money's going to roll in, but I'm just so happy that I was able to say, hey, I'm going to write an annuity, tracked it, said it, spoke it into existence, wrote an annuity a week later. So I'm happy about that. And I just think that this is such a perfect example of someone who doesn't know anything about insurance, especially doesn't know anything about annuities, but he's able to go out there and, write something, just following the system. And as far as the appointment setting goes, you heard the man. He was nervous. He didn't know what he was doing. And yet he still booked 15 appointments. How'd he do it? All he did was listen. So there's literally so many people in this company. We got Steven, we got Evan Patzer, we got Ed, there's Brandon, there's Sabrina, all these other names that are willing to help you guys out and willing to get you where you want to be. All you have to do is pick up your phone and ask for help. And so if any of you guys are struggling to book appointments or you need help, stop being a little crybaby about it. Stop sitting in your room just pouting because the leads aren't answering the phone or you're not doing things right. It's your fault. So get a hold of yourselves. Book 20 appointments. It's not that hard. I'll send you the script right now if you need help booking appointments. And I'll give you the same script that everyone's using that's working. And yeah, that's pretty much everything I wanted to say.
Walk us through, you set a new record for booking 20 appointments. You booked it in what period of time?
Yeah, I booked 20 appointments in 2 hours, and all I did was follow a piece of paper. Literally. It's
Now,
a mix of the Alliance script and Evan Patzer's script. I just kind of merged the two together. I'm happy to send it to anyone who needs it.
Hey, yeah, send it to me, dude. I'll post it up on Band. And that's one of the things people sometimes they get like superstitious about scripts, but I'm telling you, it's an aid to get you started, right? But you eventually want to bring your personality into it. But that's awesome. That's seeing that progress because it used to take longer. And here's what I'm telling you is like you just keep on working at it, and you'll get that good where you can book 20 appointments inside of 2 hours like that. Now, have you been working a lot of the Facebook leads, the dollar leads? I know Ed got you a bunch of those.
Yeah, so I just doubled down on the Facebook leads. I got 450 of them because they've honestly turned into some big deals. Some of the larger contracts I've written recently were from those Facebook leads. And to be honest, I'm not saying anything different to them. I'm mostly just treating it as if it was a mail-in lead. So that's what's been working for me.
Awesome, dude. I love it. And you're just saying, what is the Facebook lead? Text me, call me. It's we got a deal where we get a massive batch of them. I bought, I don't know, about 1,800 on Friday. And we can't get them all the time, but when we get a batch, here's what I would do. I would tell your agency manager, I will take anything in my state when it comes up, just go ahead and buy it for me. And you know, you'll reimburse me or whatever. Cause I'm telling you, they go so fast. Like when that came out, Soto was jumping on it. I was jumping on it. Soto beat me to Michigan, but that's all right. But just grab as many as you can. It's an awesome deal. And way to go, Kyle. Way to go, man. I love it. Writing the annuity, setting the example.
Told you I would, bro. Had to do it. I held myself to it.
I love it. Anybody can say they're going to do something. You know, talk is cheap. In fact, talent is cheap. But you give me someone that follows through and does what they say. That big things can happen out of that. All right.
And one more thing to say about when it comes to like setting appointments, you have to push for the appointment. Like, don't let them off the phone until they set the appointment. Like, I would not have found that annuity. That guy was not interested in life insurance, but what did I do? I started asking him, what assets do you have that you can give to your family if you die? He started talking about annuities before I could. So just spend the time to try to poke at your clients while you have them on the phone. At least, you know, mention things like that to them, and you never know.
I love it.
I wanted an annuity. He was dying for an annuity.
And that's the thing. If you're not finding annuities, it's just because you're not asking. They're out there. And now that you got that down, dude, you're going to be an annuity writing machine. Because now that you got it, it's like one of those things. Like once you make your first sale, once you book your first appointment, once you write your first annuity, it's like once you got it, you got it. And it's just like all the clarity comes. So awesome, man. Appreciate your example, Kyle. Keep rocking, dude. Proud of you, man.
Steve.
Awesome.
Thanks.
All right. So it was brought to my attention. I forgot to go over the recruiting leaderboards again this week. So let's go to the recruiting leaderboards. All right. Let's go to completed fast tracks last week. All with one direct completed fast track. You got Mark and Shannon Hutchison, Kyle Fawcett, Stephen, our base shop here, and Eric Smith with two direct completed fast tracks last week. You got Gustavo and Mercedes Tehran and Noel Wilson. Rogers and Kim Strotter, second place with 4 direct completed fast tracks. And number 1, Brandon and Ashley Beal with 6 direct completed fast tracks. Way to go, brother. Completed contracts. You got My Base Shop and Noel Wilson both had 1. And enrolled in licensing, Sabrina Floyd had 1 direct enrollee in licensing. And Brandon and Ashley Beal and Rogers and Kim Strotter were tied with 2 direct enrollees in licensing. And My Base Shop went out and put 15 direct people in licensing last week. That is smoking. All righty. Also, I wanted to correct the leaderboard there. It was Isaac Mendez. That's whose recognition we missed. Isaac, you did $1,810.68 last week in production, brother. So I wanted to make sure we got that correct and got you recognition. All right, last guest before I get into my topic, I want to get Billy Crane on. Billy Crane continues to smoke. I mean, just continues to smoke. He's on there this morning. It was funny on Thursday, Billy. I get a text from Ed, and he's like, Crane just booked 26 appointments in 2 hours. Like, it's just like crazy. So you're on fire, brother. I just want you to give some more of your heart, some more of your magic, some more of your energy to the team for a few minutes, brother.
Awesome, Steve. Oh, as always, I just thank you for the opportunity. First off, I think more than anything, guys, like what really gets me excited, I've been saying it, man, like we have an opportunity and I just don't want to let this opportunity pass me. Like, I mean, even today, I booked the appointments that I need for tomorrow and Wednesday, but I'm about to get back on the phone after this call and I'm going to try to book appointments for tonight. Like, I'm going to do everything possible to run 3 appointments tonight. And just because the opportunity is here, I mean, I'm so proud of Hutch. He did 70,000 issue paid. I was trying to be the first, but obviously I'm gonna have to be like the second or third. But that's what I'm going for. Like 70,000, that 120% is motivating me. That coin, what do you want? I know what I want. Like I know what I want, and I know how to go get it. And that's to go out there and run the appointments. Because at that 120%, it's a game changer. Like I don't know if you guys again have done the numbers, but just imagine. You're getting 120%. You can invest more into leads. You can help your new agents get started faster. Like the override, I mean, it's all part of the game-changing process. And I'm just fighting for that more than anything. Outside of that, Steven, the whole Dow Jams, guys, I'm telling you now, jump on when you're dialing. Just even today, when I know I got other people looking at me, it holds me more accountable. I know many of talks that you've given us, you've talked about how accountability is one of the key factors to being successful. And we got some form of a free accountability by your own peers who are here to help you. So for me, these Dow Jams have just been so instrumental in me, moving to the next level in terms of booking appointments. And the last thing I'll say to that, Stephen, and Andy talked about it on Friday, you guys have to, you heard Kyle even say it, he just invested in some Facebook leads. You guys have to get a GMR going. I don't think I'm a wizard at booking appointments. What I have done, though, is I've increased my commitment. My GMR is more. I'm getting more leads every week that are new, so it gives me the opportunity to spend less time on the phone and still book those amount of appointments. Like today, I think in 3 hours, I was able to get 26 appointments in. And again, it's not because I'm a pro or some kind of genius. It's just because I have the tools, I have the resources. So as you guys make the income, put it back into your business. If you don't have to pay that bill, I'm telling you, just hold off because you want to feed the machine that's going to feed you. And this whole business, this whole opportunity is here. I'm more excited. Jeremigo just went AM. Evan went AM. Like I'm pissed and I'm happy at the same time. So like I gotta go next, and I mean I know Bill's gonna be there, so it's like okay, I'm not getting left behind. Like that FOMO is so real. It is so real. I am not gonna get left behind, and I don't want anybody else on this call to get left behind. Anything I can do, I know anything Steven can do, anything Ed can do. They're here to help, and I think that alone is so powerful. But you got to be willing to use it. So, Steven, more than anything, man, I just know what the future holds is big and is bright. I'm committed for the next, as they talk about the 90-day runs. I got my own run that I started last month, and it goes until October because October 1st, I'll be at that 70,000 2 months in a row. And I'm just excited to see who wants to come along on the journey with me. So, yeah, Steve, I'm going to turn it back to you. I don't know if there's anything else you got specifically, man, but more than importantly, like I'm just excited, man. It's here. Opportunity is before us. And I promise you, I'm going to capitalize on this opportunity. I'm not going to let it pass me because who knows when it'll come again. So
that was perfect. I love it. So there was a key thing that just came up there. He already booked 26 appointments for the next 2 days. So what could you do? Well, one could just say, hey, I'm done, baby. I'm going to lay on the couch. I'm going to catch up on my Netflix or whatever. But what did he do? He said, I'm going to get right back on the phone after this. Well, he's going to be on that call with me and Andy, but he's going to get right back on the Dial Jam, and he's going to book appointments for tonight. That is leaving no stone unturned. People say this is the opportunity of a lifetime, and that is true. That is true. What we've got with the ability for you to go partner and get equity, and I'm talking millions of dollars in equity and stock, that is the opportunity of a lifetime. However, it's only an opportunity for the lifetime of the opportunity. You see what I'm saying? You say, wait, is that going to end? I don't know, but I'm acting like it is. And my top leaders are acting like it is. You got to act like there's a window of opportunity, because otherwise, if you don't do that, you can fall into like these low performing people that are always next people. We'll get them next week. We'll get them next month. We'll get them tomorrow. Busiest day of the week for underperformers is tomorrow, because that's when they're going to do everything. Tomorrow. They're not going to do anything next. I'll do it next week, next month. I'm telling you. It's funny. I've just seen Evan Fawcett going, holy cow, I used to be that young. You know what I'm saying? Like, holy cow. Let me tell you something. Evan. You're going to be looking down 40 before you know it, brother. So let's go. Does that make sense? Let's go. And that's what Crane's doing. He's not just going, well, I got my appointments, so I'm no, he's going, I got an extra opportunity. Another window just opened up for me. Oh, God. That's got me more fired up than 26 appointments, Billy. That's got me more fired up than you submitted like 100 apps last month. That's got me more fired up than that. And you say, well, that doesn't make any sense. You're telling 3 appointments gets you more fired up than 100 apps? Yes, because here's what it is. It's an indication. It's a look into Billy's heart and mind and where they're at. Does that make sense? That means the future's even bigger than what you're seeing now. Dude, it's got me fired up. Did not plan on teaching that point. Did not plan on covering that, but God, so glad you brought it up, brother. All right, so we only got a few minutes on the call left. Let's get going. So here's what I wanted to talk about. It's something that I was going to end last week's call with, and it's a fundamental truth. It's a truth whether or not you want it to be a truth. It's like gravity. There are some truths that are just truths, and you can get mad at it. Lord knows I've been mad at gravity a time or two. Play a pickup ice hockey game and end up on your back, you'll get mad at gravity, right? Fall off of something, you get mad at gravity. Trip over something, you get mad at gravity, but it don't stop it from being gravity. It doesn't stop it from being the case moving forward. And so what I'm going to share with you today is one of those things. It's a fundamental truth. And I've got to get you to buy into it. Because if you don't buy into it, I can't help you. Does that make sense? If you don't buy into it, I can't help you. So here's the fundamental truth. You, me, both of us, we are now today the sum total of all the decisions we've made thus far in our life. Where we're at, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, we are the sum total of the decisions we've made thus far in our life. Now, I share that with you because that is a truth that will likely tick you off, but once you buy into it, it'll make you feel free. You see, what is everybody out there, what do they all say? Yes, nothing's my fault. Nothing's my responsibility. This just happened. Yeah, I hear you. We all deal with non-fortuitous turns of events, right? I know one of my favorite people on the team, God, me and Holly love her to death. I know that she's fighting through something right now. That was unfair, what happened with her. Unfair. And it breaks my heart to think about it. We all will go through tough stuff, but it's the decisions we make that determine the trajectory. And that's why I want to get that truth to you, that we are today the sum total of the decisions we've made. And you say, I wish I was an agency manager just like Evan Patzer, just like Jeremico Edwards, which, by the way, fellas, y'all need to plan on hitting that or above every month for the rest of the year. Because I know something you don't know. It'll be good, though. You might be able to coax it out of me one-on-one. But I'm telling you, if you go, I'm frustrated. Well, don't get frustrated at the predicament. Get frustrated at the decision-making that led to it. Make sense? People end up with consequence hatred, right? They hate the consequences. But that's not productive. The consequences be the consequences, right? Like if I didn't leave in enough time to get here to the office to do the Monday message, the consequences be the consequences. I'm embarrassed. I look like an idiot in front of everybody. Now I could get mad at that, or I could go, I need to get mad at the decision-making process that led me here. Does that make sense? Getting mad at consequences doesn't do anything. Get mad at the decision-making process that led you there. That's how you make changes. Because I promise you, 10 years from now, you and I are going to be the sum total of the decisions we've made up until that point. That's how it works. Every decision changes your trajectory. I was talking with one of you guys last week that was frustrated. You were in a slump. And I said, I hear you, man. But just remember this. One. Every slump changes with one. So you make the decision to get back on the phone and don't get off the phone until you get an appointment, until you get a sale. Whatever it takes. Does that make sense? Every decision changes your trajectory. And this is where emotion can get us in trouble. We get mad, we can do one of two things. We get our feelings hurt, we can do one of two things. I've seen people let hurt feelings literally cost them millions of dollars. Hurt feelings. So-and-so made me feel some kind of way, and I don't know how to get over that. I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. If you can't take control of your own feelings and choose to do something productive, there's nothing I can say that'll help. I've seen that happen to people. Make decisions that just sit and pout, right? So here's what I'm trying to get to you. Don't get mad at the consequences. Get mad at the decisions that led there, the decision-making process. Because you are today, I am today, we are the sum total of the decisions we've made, and that will be the case moving forward. So where do you want to end up? I had my little drawing I did last week. I crumbled it at the end of the call, as you may remember. But kind of think of it like this. Every decision point you're at, like let's say you just missed agency manager. Let's say you just missed your production goal for July. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? You can decide to get moving. You can decide to pick up the pace. You can decide to increase your GMR. You can decide to just sell out. Mondays, I'm on the phone until I get 20 appointments for Tuesday and Wednesday. And Thursday, I'll be on the phone until I get 20 appointments for Friday, Saturday. No matter what, you can decide to do that, or you can decide to not. You can decide to do exactly what you did in July. Does that make sense? I'm ticked I didn't go agency manager. Well, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to make a decision to do something different? Are you going to make a decision to invest more and more in growing your agency so that you get there, or not? But every decision changes your trajectory. And the problem where we can get in a jam is we can make so many bad decisions in a row. Now it's going to take us forever to get back up to where we want to go. And so that's why every decision is so important. Think about this. Every decision is one of two things. It's either life adjusting or life altering. But they're not neutral. They're not neutral. The decisions we make are not neutral. And that's where we get in trouble. We think we can do something and God, we just don't think about the consequences. Every decision is either life adjustment or life altering. Every decision is not neutral. And here's why. Because the decisions you make today will change the options you'll have tomorrow. Heck, the decisions you'll make right after this call will change the options you'll have later tonight. The decisions you'll make to get on the dial jam or not get on the dial jam, that changes the options you have moving forward. The decision to increase your GMR or not, it changes the options that you have moving forward. The decision to let an angry, nasty client cause you to just sit out for a week or not, it limits the options you have moving forward. Every decision limits the options or expands the options you have moving forward. But know this, on the other side of the decision, your options are different. You can't get around it. Why? Because we will all continue to become the sum total of all the decisions we've made thus far. Here's what I want you to think of, because it's a choice. It's a choice. It's a choice to either make conscious, principled choices. That's one. You can make conscious, principled choices, or you can be a slave to circumstance and other people's priorities. There's one or the other. You can make a choice to make conscious, principled choices, going, it matches and aligns with my principles to do this. It does not match and align with my principles to sit down and pout, or to get my feelings hurt, or to to let a week go by without being productive, to let the day go by without productive. You ask high performers what they fear, they don't fear failure. They are not scared of failing. They're scared of futility. That's what they're scared of. But see, their decisions drive them to be that way. So here's what I ask myself at a decision point. It's a decision point. The call's about to end. What are you going to do? You get on the dial jam with us at 2 o'clock and go crazy? You can get on the dial jam and be like Billy. Think about the decision. Billy, we didn't talk about that ahead of time, but God, that lines up perfect. The decision to go, I'm already booked up. I'm going to book appointments for tonight. That is conscious, principled choice. Why? Because it aligns with your principles. It aligns with your priorities. Does it get me closer to what I say I want? That's the question you've got to ask yourself before making a decision. Does it get me closer to what I say I want? Is it in alignment with my spoken priorities? What would my spoken priorities dictate? When you let those things craft your decisions, you stay on that upward trajectory. You stay making positive, productive decisions. Hey, Tawny's call last week. You could decide to get mad at Tawny. She don't understand. She don't get it. She probably got it easier than me. She don't. Or we could go, okay, let's go. Right? One or the other. But that choice then changes your options. The choice for Kyle Fawcett to speak up and say, I'm going to start writing annuities, changes his options. Does that make sense? If he doesn't speak up, he's got the option to not do it. But what I'm trying to get in your heart is this process don't stop. It is not going to stop. We are going to continue to become the sum total of the decisions we make. We can't stop it. We can't change it. But what we can do is use it. We can use it. We can use something like this to become more powerful people, to become more productive people, to become happier people, to become more fulfilled by making decisions that are in alignment with our spoken priorities, letting our priorities dictate our decisions, making leadership decisions. Did Billy need to be on the dial jam at 9 a.m. this morning? No. He's got so much business in the pipeline. His pay in August is going to be ridiculous. I mean, ridiculous. Like, send me some screenshots of your bank account, Billy. I just want to watch it. I mean, it's going to be crazy because you got that pipeline full. He don't need to be on the, but he made the decision because it's in alignment with his priorities and his principles. Makes sense. So here's what I want you to take away. What decisions will I make moving forward? You are the person that's going to craft the story that you will become. So put this principle to use. Craft the person you want to become. Align yourself with your priorities. I'm telling you, there's so much happiness and fulfillment and achievement out there. It's just crazy. I want you to get as much as you can. All right. So that's our call for this week, guys. Holly and I love you. We want the best for you. We want you to win more than you can possibly understand. We got so many people doing it now. We got brand new people hitting it like crazy. We got old dogs waking up ready to fight. I mean, I'm telling you, I am so excited and so encouraged by what I see going on the team right now. Let's go out. Let's get it done. Let's take the rest of this week and let's just you know what I'm saying? Just get so much out of the rest of the week that Monday is asking for a week off next week because it doesn't want us to get a hold of it next week. All right. Love y'all. Hammer down.